Hello everybody and welcome to another very special model unboxing video today. If you saw the one yesterday, you will have seen that I have another CRP model that I will be unboxing, and this one is probably the even more special one of the two, as it is the first time I'm ever getting a sample mold. And this one is the NG Models 1 to 400 scale blank MD-82 is the sample mold for the NG Models MD-82 mold. So as you may know, NG just released the American MD8, the three American MD80s in their most recent release set, and using this new, those are the first three official models on this new mold. This one is the sample, which you can only get through the CRP system. And I decided to go ahead and pick it up just because I don't have any sample models yet, and it just felt like a good opportunity to get a new Mad Dog for the collection. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting one of the American ones because I have an American MD-82 already by Dragon Wings. I don't really need another one, but I might just go ahead and go in anyways because they look cool. Unfortunately, this sample mold shipped at the same time as the American ones did anyways. So it's not like I'm getting this in advance or anything, but it's just kind of special to get a sample mold and a blank model. So that is the intent behind getting this one, although it would have been nice if this would have come out before, or would have been shipped out before the American MD-80s were shipped out, just to make it a little bit more special, I guess, more unique. I'm not really sure, but I'm not going to complain too much. I'm just still glad to have the model. It was 50 points to redeem. There was this one in there, and there was like the MD-81 mold, which is slightly different, or it was MD-87 maybe. I don't remember what it was. There were two molds that NG did for the Mad Dogs, and this one is the MD-82 one, which I personally went for because I think it looks a little bit better and was used more often than the other one. So I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with this model in the future. I might try to customize it into something. We'll see. I really want to get a Delta Mad Dog, and maybe NG models will now. Well, Gemini Jets has one actually on future release, so in the Delta Flot livery. So I will probably end up getting that one once that one gets released, but this will be nice to have, at least for the time being. I don't know what I'm going to use this model for. There was that one time in Riga 2 years ago that there was just a random MD-80 there, so I could use it in a Riga update if that aircraft ever comes back, which don't know how likely that is, but that's the nice thing about having a blank model, is that it can be used for miscellaneous purposes. Once again, I'm struggling with getting the freaking plastic wrapping off the box, which is only a thing on these collector rewards models. And there we go. So here we have the box here. It is just completely blank. So it is interesting to see like what in NG models. This would be the 737 MD-80. I think is the A320. I think the A320 might be the same size as well. A319s. This is just basically the blank version of that. Nothing on it, which is pretty interesting. But I guess what do you expect it as a sample mold? After all, they're not going to put too much effort into the box because it's just a blank model. But yeah, here we have the plastic covering for the new mold. Very sturdy, looking very nice here. And now I don't believe. Oh, this model does come with antennae. Perfect. Awesome. That looks really cool. And with windows and all. So here we go. I'll bring it on frame right here. Look at this beauty. What a gorgeous mold right here by NG Models. Now I have seen I have not purchased, but I have seen the American models, and those look absolutely fantastic as well, which is why I'm tempted to get one, even though I already have an American MD-82 by Dragon Wings. This mold is just incredible, and when I was working last at DJ Pilot, I did get the chance to see the new American models, and they look absolutely stunning. So I might pick one up at Airliners. We'll see. Anyways, we'll get started with our review here for this sample mold. We have our nose cone right here. Here we have the cockpit windows. There's these little fins on the side of the cockpit there, which are accurate for the aircraft, of course, and that's interesting. I'm not really sure what those are for, but probably to improve aerodynamics somehow. But that's very nicely molded on there. We have our nose gear down here. Here's the L1 boarding door. And we have our antenna up there. Nothing really to go over on the fuselage because it is just blank, but we do have those. We have some cool detailing on the side of the aircraft right here, which looks very, very nice. And on the other side of the aircraft, we will have, of course, the cargo doors, 2 in the front and then 1 in the back there. So some very nice detailing on the fuselage, which I'd love to see, even though there's not any logos or anything, of course, because it's just a blank model. They did very well detail it up. There are 2 antennae on the bottom of the aircraft. You see our main landing gear down there. There's a stand hole as well, unlike on the 737s. Also, landing gear, they roll perfectly, of course. The wings feature very nice detailing, and also are silver in the appropriate parts, which makes them very nice and reflective in the light. And here's the underside of the wings as well. Very good detailing on there. We have a beacon up here. We have our overwing exits and exit paths down the wing. We have the L2 door, which is only on the left side of the aircraft, the port side of the aircraft, and it's on the starboard side. And here we have our engines, of course, and the tail. Horizontal stabilizers on top. Love the T-tail. Love me some T-tails. They're going away, unfortunately, but it's still very beautiful aircraft right here, and glad that NG Models has made a mold for the MD-80 family, and I can't wait to see more from them in the future. Hopefully some Delta Mad Dogs will come out with this new mold. The American ones look absolutely fantastic, so they absolutely knocked it out of the ballpark with this new mold. Great job, NG Models. Super glad to have this sample model. I know there's not a whole lot to go over with it because it is pretty barren, as it should be, I guess. But yeah, absolutely fantastic job by NG Models. They knocked it out of the park with this mold, and I definitely look forward to seeing more models in with this mold in the future. Yeah, so absolutely fantastic job. But that'll do it for today's unboxing video. Not sure when you'll see this model again in the future. It'll probably make an appearance at some point, but I'm not really sure. So until then, it'll be a nice display piece at least. And I probably will display it somewhere more prominently just because it is a sample mold. Not going to be a whole lot of these out there in the world, so this one is pretty special. But yeah, that'll do it for today's unboxing video. Thank you all for checking this one out. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.